Who are the Philadelphia Eagles going to sign post-June? Okay, that is a question that I've had the past couple weeks. Okay, I think we all want to know, like, what's going to happen? Are the Eagles going to trade for a player? Are the Eagles going to sign somebody? Obviously, there are some candidates out there. There have been a lot of rumors out there. So if I want to go over some of those and which would be the best signing, then yeah, or maybe two signings. Who knows? But I'm at least looking for one more move, obviously, before training camp starts, at least looking for, and before preseason, before the season does start. So you look at some of these guys, like you look at two linebackers and KJ Wright, Jordan Hicks, two guys that obviously, Jordan Hicks was a former Philadelphia Eagle, and obviously we did not pay him due to probably not trusting him with the injuries that he's had here. But adding more to this linebacker core, could that happen? I have no idea. I think you have a lot of competition there. You went out in free agency and got a linebacker on top of everything else. You've had some very short-term linebackers here. You have a third-round pick in Davion Terry. You got Sean Bradley, TJ Edwards. You got Jannard Avery moving from defensive end back to his original position at linebacker, which is fantastic. And the more you have, the more competition, guys. Do I think they'll go after another linebacker? I don't know. This one is like the less likely for me, but you never know at this point. And then you have rumors about Julio Jones, and obviously the Eagles have been quote-unquote sniffing around this trade, that there is a team out there that has put out a first-round pick for Julio Jones. But honestly, guys, like with the cap space, honestly, they could make it work. They could extend him. They could restructure him when he gets here. Obviously save some money at the same time paying him. I don't think this is the right position for them to sign Julio Jones, because if you sign Julio Jones, then you're going to have to get rid of another receiver off your roster. You know what I mean? And God forbid you have to get rid of a Greg Ward, if you have to get rid of somebody that goes somewhere else as promising. And obviously everyone's saying that this would be the Alshon Jeffrey move of the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, this would be that move. So before even any of this even happens, you got to make sure that you're going to get cap space back by June 1st, releasing Malik Jackson and Alshon Jeffrey and some of the other moves that we have made. So Eagles are getting cap space back, but is it going to be enough for them to say, hey, we're going to give away a draft pick next year and trade for Julio Jones and pay him at the same time? You have Stephon Gilmore out there at corner. That's going to involve a trade and more picks, and obviously, on the wrong side of 30, but at the same time, Stephon Gilmore is still a fantastic player. If we were like one piece away, it'd be a different story. I know this roster defensively needs a little bit more work, but if there is a corner you're going to go after, I think this is the more likely option for a few reasons, guys. Steven Nelson. Okay, now Steven Nelson is 28 years old, going into his prime, and plays really, really well. He's a solid cornerback. He would start day one. Obviously, I want to see more competition out of Zech McPherson. A lot of Eagles corners and some of the guys on defense have been speaking a lot of good things. Very physical, has an edge to him when he plays, and always gets his hands on the football. His football IQ is pretty good. So I'm hoping Zech McPherson does work out, and you never know what kind of gems you're going to have on this team, but Steven Nelson would start opposite of Darius Slay. And this is the pick. This is the signing that I do want. And what's kind of crazy is Steven Nelson has been retweeting Eagles Brian Dawkins of Football Life on Twitter. He's been liking the NFL putting on, Falcons versus Eagles week 1. And this is what happened last time the Falcons played the Eagles. It was the Julio Jones screen pass. Okay. And he liked that. He actually put a heart on that. So anything Eagles, I know Yannick Ngakoue did the same thing to us, but the difference is Steven Nelson's a free agent. Yannick wasn't at the time. He had no control over where he was going. Okay, that's the huge difference with it. But he hasn't signed anywhere yet. Steven Nelson hasn't signed anywhere yet. It's just weird how he's retweeting, liking Eagles stuff. And I'm just, take it with a grain of salt, guys. But it's kind of cool that you're seeing that. But at the same time, it's like really weird because he's not signed anywhere yet. Like, it's like June 1st, Eagles are getting cap space back, and Steven Nelson could be that signing for the Eagles. He wants to compete, obviously, but Steven Nelson, looking at this defense, is probably saying, licking his chops, saying, this is great. Like, this is probably a good fit for me. Probably seeing him in Eagles green, saying, I'm going to stay in Pennsylvania. Why not? Okay, but really, other than that, guys, these are like my only 4 to 6 guys that maybe 4 to 5 guys maybe that we would get. And I think the more likely, they could, you could sign a KJ Wright or a Jordan Hicks for, probably not too expensive. But at the same time, Julio Jones, you're going to have to give up some draft picks. I'm hearing a second round pick. I'm hearing that a team already put out a second round pick. I'm hearing another team already put out a first round pick already. I'm hearing a bunch of different things, so I don't know if it's the Eagles. They're sniffing around it. I didn't throw Deshaun Watson in here because I'm not listening to any more of the Deshaun Watson rumors. It's just totally out of line, out of context right now. So I'm not even putting anything into it right now. Sorry, I was just frozen a minute ago. I think the more likely signing you're going to have post June 1st is going to be cornerback Steven Nelson is going to be a Philadelphia Eagle, and I'm probably going to book it as a signing. I'm probably going to book it as promising that this is more likely to happen than any other signing that I have talked about in this video as of right now. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. We're going to be keeping our eyes peeled for what's going to happen here. That cornerback spot is looming empty. Look, I don't mind guys like Josiah Scott, but he's going to be a nickel corner. Vontae Maddox, I don't know if the Eagles trust him to play on the outside. You know what I mean? So, you know, you obviously have a couple undrafted guys, and, you know, you have Zach McPherson as your fourth round pick that, you know, hopefully he does work out and becomes more of a role player and could maybe become something better later down the stretch. You never know at this point. So I'm pretty excited, guys, about it. I think Steven Nelson will be that guy, or they could sign another linebacker to compete with the other linebackers. I mean, you got like 6, 7, 8 linebackers. I mean, you have a lot of linebackers. I mean, I'm so happy what Nick Sirianni has made with the competition, guys. Remember the 3 things of Nick Sirianni: fundamentals, competition, and accountability are the 3 things that you want to look at here. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, who you guys think the Eagles are going to sign. Will they sign 1? Will they sign 2 guys? Do you think they're trading for Julio Jones? Do you think Steven Nelson is really the most, obviously the obvious pick? You look at our defense, you say, hey, we need a corner opposite Darius Slay. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. I will see you guys later. Shakes, what up? Follow us live. Peace out, guys. Peace.